Troll on the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. It is Burt Barrett inside the Forge Jeweler Studios. Good to have you here. Let's get to the Raritan Bay Medical Center Jersey Newsmaker Hotline. Welcome in our special guest from National Estate Jewelers. And he joins us every Tuesday for a segment that we call What's It Worth? Let's welcome back our good friend, Mr. Barry Blank, who is with us today. Barry, welcome back. It's Burt Barrett. How are you today?
Good morning, Bert. I'm wonderful today.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Hey, a couple of things I wanted to talk about today. I saw something in the news about, just how important and what the future of online business and online commerce is going to be. Walmart is buying Jet.com for $3 billion. And I was wondering about the online buying and selling when it comes to what you do, Barry. Can you talk about online buying and selling when it comes to jewelry and collectibles and things that you work with?
Of course, well, one of the things that everybody says, well, we're not getting the prices we used to get on online selling. And the thing is that anybody in the world, anybody anywhere, no matter if you're in a small town, rural area, or in a big city, you can sell the same object. And many people are putting these objects up, say, oh, I got this in my back room. I got it in a tag sale. They don't do the research into what it's worth. And or what they really think they could get, so they just put it on at any price just to bring some money in, and they affect the market dramatically. It's just amazing. Prices have dropped on almost all collectibles except the rarest of the rare, because there's so much supply. And that's one really. But I got to tell you that brick and mortar stores are not doing so well because everybody's buying everything online now.
But I don't know, Barry, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned. I like to, see things, pick them up, touch them, feel them before I buy them, just to know that there's some degree of quality that goes along with that. Am I just the next generation of consumer doesn't value that?
No, it's not a matter of value. It's a matter of adjustment. And I agree with you. I like to handle something, too. I mean, I was in a shoe store, and they said, oh, we don't have it in stock, but we'll send it to you, and it'll fit just like the one that you're trying on right now. Well, the style was slightly different, and it didn't fit, but I had no problem returning it. So and I buy so many different things online, from vitamins or supplements to parts for things that are really hard to find.
Yeah, but I think the difference there, Barry, is if you're dealing with a reputable company or reputable people, that's one thing. If you're using an eBay or you're just buying something from someone privately, I mean, let's say it's a piece of jewelry, a ring, a watch or something, I would be very, very concerned. I hear about it all the time of people getting ripped off of buying things online that just turn out to be fake or bogus or whatever. So that's a real concern that I have.
It is definitely a concern, and I'll tell you, you can buy replicas of almost anything online, for instance, go to replicas. Just search for replica watches.
Okay.
And any model, any Rolex, any Patek Philippe, any strange names that you've never heard of. They're all being made. Most of them are coming out. I'm not going to Asia. They're coming out of Asia. But if you check on the website and you look for a contact address, there isn't any. There's no contact, and these are horrible companies that just leech on the world. And I'm not exactly sure why they can't stop them, but because they do have addresses somewhere.
Yeah.
But this is rampant. This is hey, we're going to copy so and so. We're going to copy Tiffany. We're going to copy Rolex, and we're going to just sell it on. So yeah, there are fears, but always deal with somebody who lists an address. Online on eBay. Mm-hmm. Always deal with somebody who has positive feedback, who you can look at. They're not just online for one or two feedbacks. They have 500, 1,000, 10,000, 20,000 feedbacks. And just it's like shopping for a hotel online. Make sure you read the reviews.
Yeah. Does using a third party like PayPal, Barry, does that make it any safer or any more protections for the consumer?
It certainly does. PayPal itself is a payment service which transfers money so easily from one person to the other. Both eBay and PayPal have buyer and seller protections. I can't give you the specifics, but they'll actually go to bat for the buyer more than the seller. But that's the way credit companies work.
Well, sure. If the money that's a direction that the transaction is going in, I would hope they would protect the buyer.
Correct.
Good.
The seller. I believe it's now 120 days we're required to take returns.
120. Okay.
120.
Okay. How
You
about
know,
when you buy something online, Barry, and people talk about free shipping? You hear about all these websites. Oh, shipping's free. Shipping's free. Is shipping really free, or is that just sort of
uh,
included in the sale price?
well, it's often included in the sale price, but you got to do your due diligence. You got to go online and say, well, I can buy this toothbrush. That sounds strange for this ultrasonic toothbrush online for $59 without shipping. But the question is, if you go to look at it with shipping, is it $54 plus $5 shipping? You know, you got to really read between the lines. You got to do your research and find out where it is
Yeah.
and what you want to do with it.
Buyer beware. No matter what it is, Barry, still plays a big role
Always.
in virtually
Yeah.
everything, doesn't it? All right, the million
And
dollar question for you. National Estate Jewelers and all the great years that you've been in business and have done just amazing work, of course. Do you do any commerce or any business online, whether buying or selling?
well, we do sell. We do have an online presence on eBay. We've tried some other engines too, search engines too, but eBay seems to be the most successful. We've sold everything from $15,000, $20,000 Rolexes down to silver jewelry for $5 and $10. So it's a pretty big range, and we're pretty happy with it. eBay itself has become what do you call it? A bargain basement, and it's to a lot of people. And the you got to be really careful, and you got to know your market, and you got to know who you're selling to also.
Is eBay is eBay a bidding site? Was it a bidding site at one point, or is it strictly buying and selling on eBay?
It's it's everything.
It
eBay
is.
is now you can sell by online auction.
Mm-hmm.
You can sell by it starts at a certain price and whatever it ends at. You can also sell by what's called fixed price, like you do in a store. As a matter of fact, most of my objects are fixed price auctions, which means that we put it up for, let's say, $550. And then people have the option to say, well, we're going to make you an offer. And we have the option, of course, to say yes or no or bargain with them.
Sure, it's got to
So,
be some refusal process in there for the
right,
seller,
of
right?
course,
Yeah.
of course.
All right.
You know, and then go ahead.
No, I was going to say, if of course the brick and mortar store of National Estate Jewelers still exists, still going strong, and of course you can stop by today for those free verbal evaluations that Barry and his staff offer on every Tuesday. So, you getting people are coming by and bringing things by, Barry, for those free verbal evaluations.
They could come, one or two come in every Tuesday, and
Wonderful.
sometimes more.
Good.
You know, and we do this. This is what we do.
All right, and of course you could find National Estate Jewelers, Route 18 North, East Brunswick, next to the FedEx store there, right, Barry?
That is 100% correct.
All right, good stuff. And you know what? I've always you answered a lot of my questions today about online commerce, and maybe I don't know, maybe I'll buy something online one of these days. I don't know when.
Well, if you need advice, if you need me to check it out, and that's the other thing I'll just add on. When you're buying
Yep.
a piece of jewelry online,
Mm-hmm.
make sure it's a reputable site. If you at all have a question about it, come on in.
Wow.
Verbal evaluations on Tuesdays will be free. Every other day there's a minimal charge.
Gotcha. Barry, as always, a real pleasure to speak with you, and we'll do this again next Tuesday, all right?
All right.
All right, Barry Blank, National Estate Jeweler, is my guest on the